Hello everyone, Grandpa Jake here from Funtime Grandpa. I'm trying to catch up on all my reviews that I haven't had time to do because of the damage to our home from the hailstorm. And I had a number of products that I had ordered and some that were sent to me. The one that I bought, and I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in this, it's a GPS tracker. And in the past, I've been using on my Phantoms the TK102. I bought this from Amazon and it was under $40, and it runs off of a SIM card that I purchased from a T-Mobile, and there's no monthly fees. You're pay $10 on it. It's good for 90 days. If near the end of 90 days you still have time on there, go ahead and put another 10 bucks on there. You don't lose any of the previous time. It all adds up. And once you get, I think it's $100 onto it, then your time does not expire every 90 days. It doesn't expire for a year. So I'm about to that point, so it'll be nice. Then I'll just have to put a few dollars, because the only time you really need it, just to maybe run a test, or God forbid, you do end up having your craft land somewhere where you can't find it. And the TK102 has been very, very accurate. It's a little heavier than the one I'm going to show you, but for me, once I got it set up, I have no problem with this. But what I did, I started to research them, and I got this, I don't know if you can see it, it actually has got an octopus on it, and the reason why, it came with a strap, and it was basically a watch for your child to wear, so that if they got separated, you could find out where they are. It also, and so does the other one, has an SOS button, and when you push that, it will call the number you have programmed in your phone, and what it will do is it will open up I guess it's basically a hear-only situation where I can hear what the person is saying, and it just gives it a little bit extra security. You're probably not going to use that on your plane or your multi-rotor, but then again, if it landed and somebody is taking it, you could listen in and find out what they're saying. But this, I pulled off the straps, and what I did is I tethered a little rubber-coated cable to it with a little bit of it's basically, this is some jewelry making equipment. Believe it or not, my wife has some nice little I guess they're called bracelets for her medical alert tag, and they got some neat little jewels on them. So I started to buy a little bit of the tools and some of the parts so I could fix it. Of course, the grandkids come over and I have to make them up a bracelet or whatever. So I took that and I made these little cables so that even if it falls off my quad, it's going to hang by the cable that I have strapped. So those are always nice. It's always good to tether so you don't lose what you have connected to your equipment, especially at the cost. So this cost me, I think, shipped about $70. I did not find any reviews on this anywhere, and I took a chance on it, and if you hold it on, you're going to basically see it comes up welcome. It will show your cell signal, and then it will also show your battery level and your time. And what's neat about this is some of these little devices that are sold from China and other places, they only bounce off your cell towers. They don't have a true GPS chip in here. I'm going to put some links to some pictures. I actually took this apart, and sure enough, right about here, there is a true GPS receiver. So it does get an accurate indication of where it is within the range of, I guess, maybe 20 feet, but that's about the best you're going to get on any type of a GPS tracker. But at least it gets you in the area. And what it does, and if I can show you here, let's see if I can see it here. Basically, it will send back some text message with your longitude and latitude in there, and all you do is click on it, and see if I can show you here. It actually, the green arrow is exactly where it is. I was hovering over, well, now it don't look like a cornfield, but trust me, it's a cornfield there. And I took it out about 300-400 feet, and I called my tracker. I basically sent a text message. On this one, I just type in URL number sign, send it out. Within about 30 seconds, it will basically send me a text message back with where it is according to the GPS satellites. And that's really neat. And what I do is I've got a little, what do they call it, stick and find. It's about the size of a quarter. I have that on the side of my Phantoms. So say for example I do lose it, I go out, I'm in within about 20 feet, maybe it's in heavy brush or in this darn cornfield or in a tree, I can call with my phone to this stick and find basically, and not call, it's a Bluetooth little tag, and it'll start beeping and flashing a blue light. So it helps me get close, and that helps me get even closer, and hopefully I find it. So for the small investment, I will hopefully find my my toys and my little Phantom if, God forbid, it does fly away. So this tracker is great. This one works good too. It's a little bigger. This one, with the battery and everything, is literally just 1 ounce. This is about, I think, just under 3 ounces, 2.5 ounces. So they're both small, but this one's really tiny. And it worked good. I had it mounted on the bottom of my Phantom, and it still was able to pick up the signal. Because you got to remember, the GPS signal is still going to come through plastic. And the odds are, if you lose your aircraft, the odds are it may end up upside down anyhow. So either way, I think you'll have at least a chance of finding it rather than no chance. God forbid it does end up somewhere where you can never see it go down. And I do have another GPS that's being sent to me. I think it's about the same size as this. It's coming from Banggood.com, and I can't wait to test it. I should have that in about a week. And then I should be able to give you 3 options on trackers that I have tried and definitely work. I'll give you links to each of them, and feel free to ask any questions. I'm also going to give you a description of how I acquired the SIM card, how I pay for it, how I check on it, and that should make it a lot easier because it was very difficult for me to find this. Now, if you're not in the United States, I'm not exactly sure how the SIM cards work, but I'm going to at least give you my setup, and from there, hopefully you'll have success on what you use. And there is no monthly fees, so once you own these, basically it doesn't cost you but a few dollars a month to keep some safety on your aircraft. So feel free to ask me more questions. I'm going to try to explain it the best I can so everybody can go out and get one of these. And it's not 100% foolproof, but it at least is a better chance of having nothing on your aircraft, and the sad feeling when it flies away into the sunset and you have absolutely no way of tracking it. So, and 2, you could put that on your dog or your vehicle. So it's not just limited to just being on your aircraft. It can be on anything you want, which is pretty good. They do actually make a dog collar rather than a kid's watch band. But either way, check it out and feel free to write and ask questions, because this can be a lifesaver, and it can also be very difficult and frustrating if you don't know how to get it working. So from Grandpa Jake, I hope that everything goes good with everybody that's listening, and feel free to spread the information about my site. I like to have people come by, and I even more like to know I did help somebody, and that's the reason I do this. And again, have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye now.